Most small business owners run their business by gut feel until the cash runs out. Budgeting and forecasting can literally save your business, but most people skip it because they think it's too hard or simply not worth the time. In this video, I'll show you why forecasting is one of the most valuable tools you're not using and how you can get started with a free workbook I created just for you. Hey, I'm Sean. I've been a CPA for 13 years and I help small business owners simplify accounting and finance so they can grow with confidence. Today, naturally, I'm dressed casually. It's Sunday, but guess what? No days off. Today, we're diving into a topic that could completely change how you run your business: budgeting and financial forecasting. Snooze fest, I know. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just trying to get through this month. Why would I build a forecast? But the truth is, not having a plan is what holds most small businesses back. And forecasting doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming. You don't need to do these crazy blown out market analyses. You don't have to do, peer company comparison. It can be simple. Now let's be honest. Most small business owners avoid budgeting and forecasting for a few reasons. Like I said, it sounds boring, it feels like guessing, and it reminds you that money is tight. But here's the thing. You don't need a perfect forecast. You need a starting point that helps you make better decisions. See problems before they hit and stop flying blind. Without a forecast, you're just reaching. With a forecast, you're leading. A good financial forecast helps you answer questions like, can I afford to hire someone next month? Do I have enough cash for that big inventory order? What happens if my sales dip? It shows you how revenue, expenses, and cash flow are likely to play out over the next 3, 6, or 12 months. And more importantly, it helps you prepare instead of panic. Said another way, it enables you to be ready for unexpected changes to your business rather than reacting in real time as things come up. So you're acting, not reacting. Here's the key. A forecast is not about predicting the future. It's about being ready for it. Even a simple forecast gives you clarity and control. It shows you where you're headed and lets you course correct before it's too late. Let me give you a real world example. A client of mine was growing quickly. They thought they were doing great because sales were up. Times were good and they wanted to grow more aggressively. So naturally, they invested their profits into marketing to continue to grow their sales. But their supplier suddenly raised their prices. So their inventory became more expensive and they didn't have the cash to cover it. A couple months later, they ran out of inventory. No forecast, no plan, just scramble. If they had even had a basic 6-month forecast, they would have seen that cash crunch coming and planned around it. Now, I have another example. And this isn't one about a specific company, but rather many companies. When the effects of the financial crisis that began in 2008 first were felt by a lot of businesses, they immediately ran out of cash. Smart businesses that had sound financial forecasts applied for credit beforehand. And what they would do is they would apply for a line of credit, it's called a working capital line of credit with a bank, that allowed them to maintain their workforce. So it was like a bridge over a time where they didn't have a lot of sales to keep the business going, but they were confident that those sales would return once things evened out a bit. And so the ones that were smart and went to the bank beforehand, before things got real ugly, had this access to cash. And so they were ready and prepared so that their business didn't fail. Now, This is what forecasting does. It gives you visibility, and visibility gives you power, the power of options. Now here's the best part. You don't need fancy software or a finance degree or a CPA to start. In fact, you just need me. I built a simple, free forecasting workbook you can download and use today. I designed it for small business owners who just want a clear picture of their income, expenses, and cash month by month. It walks you through estimating future revenue, laying out monthly expenses, tracking net income and cash flow. It helps you to spot shortfalls before they hit. And yes, it's all in plain English, no accounting jargon, just smart planning. So, if you've been avoiding budgeting or forecasting because it feels too overwhelming, this is your chance to fix that without the overwhelm. Click the link in the description to download your free forecasting workbook. The link is ledgerready.work. And when you sign up, you'll receive an email. The email will contain a link to where you can download your free workbook. I promise you it'll take less than an hour to fill out, but could save you thousands in mistakes, stress, or missed opportunities down the road. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.